Every extraordinary life begins with an invisible blueprint. Before the skyscraper rises above the city, before the masterpiece hangs in a gallery, before the company changes an industry, someone first imagined what didn't yet exist. The same is true for your life. Long before success becomes visible, it is quietly being designed inside your mind. The question is, who's designing yours? Choosing a career, starting a business, moving to a new city. Those moments matter, but they aren't what shape your destiny. Your future is built by the habits you repeat when nobody is watching. Every single day, you're laying another brick. The only question is whether you're building an empire or a prison. Imagine two architects working on identical pieces of land. One carefully studies the foundation before placing a single brick. The other rushes ahead, focusing only on how impressive the finished building will look. Months later, one structure stands tall, the other begins to crack under its own weight. Your life follows the same principle. Without strong inner habits, external success eventually collapses. Today, we're exploring 7 habits that strengthen your inner foundation, silence self-doubt, and help you build a life that can withstand every storm. The first habit is taking complete ownership of your life. It's incredibly easy to blame circumstances. Your childhood, your finances, bad luck, difficult people. And to be fair, life isn't equally kind to everyone. Some people begin with advantages, others begin with obstacles. But no matter where your story started, your next chapter is still yours to write. Ownership doesn't mean pretending life has been fair. It means refusing to let the past become an excuse for surrendering your future. The moment you stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" and start asking, "What can I do now?" everything begins to change. Responsibility isn't a burden, it's freedom. Because if your choices matter, then your future can change. The second habit is keeping promises to yourself. Think about the people you trust most. They're probably people who do what they say they'll do. Now ask yourself something uncomfortable. Do you trust yourself when you promise to wake up early? Do you? When you decide to stop procrastinating? Do you? When you commit to improving your health? Do your actions match your words? Every broken promise weakens self-respect. Every fulfilled promise strengthens it. Confidence isn't created by motivational speeches, it's built through evidence. Every time you follow through, your brain quietly records another reason to believe in you. Over time, those tiny victories become an unshakable identity. The third habit is protecting your attention. We live in a world where everyone wants a piece of your focus. Notifications, social media, breaking news, endless entertainment. Every distraction competes for the most valuable resource you possess, your attention. Here's the problem. Whatever consistently captures your attention eventually shapes your thoughts. Your thoughts shape your actions. Your actions shape your future. Imagine trying to build a magnificent cathedral while someone interrupts you every 2 minutes. Progress would become almost impossible. Deep work requires deep attention. If you never protect your focus, you'll spend years being busy without becoming productive. Your empire isn't built by doing everything. It's built by doing the right things without constant interruption. The fourth habit is embracing discomfort instead of avoiding it. Every meaningful opportunity arrives wearing the clothes of discomfort. The difficult conversation you've been avoiding, the skill that feels impossible to learn, the opportunity that scares you, the business that seems too risky. Your comfort zone whispers, "Stay where it's safe." Growth whispers, "Come this way." Both voices cannot be followed at the same time. Think about forging a sword. Steel becomes stronger only after passing through intense heat. Without pressure, it remains weak. Human character develops exactly the same way. Challenges don't always arrive to break you. Often, they arrive to reveal strengths you didn't know existed. Every difficult season is secretly asking one question: will you retreat or will you grow? People who build extraordinary lives answer that question with action. Not because they never feel fear, because they've learned that courage isn't the absence of fear. It's moving forward despite it. The most successful people in the world aren't immune to doubt. They simply refuse to give doubt the final vote. Every challenge becomes another opportunity to prove that discomfort is temporary, but growth can last a lifetime. That's how inner strength is built, not in moments of comfort, but in moments when quitting feels easier than continuing, and you choose to continue anyway. The fifth habit is thinking long-term instead of chasing instant rewards. Most people sacrifice their future for temporary comfort. They choose endless scrolling over learning, spending over saving, excuses over discipline. The problem isn't that these choices seem harmful. It's that they rarely seem important in the moment, but life is built through accumulation. Just as interest compounds in a bank account, your daily choices compound into your future. One small decision may not change your life today, thousands of them will. The sixth habit is surrounding yourself with people who challenge you to grow. The people around you quietly shape your standards. If everyone in your circle settles for mediocrity, mediocrity begins to feel normal. If you're surrounded by people who value learning, discipline, and integrity, those qualities become part of your own identity. Choose relationships that inspire your highest self, not your easiest self. Sometimes, growth requires finding a new environment where your goals are encouraged instead of questioned. And finally, the seventh habit is never stopping your personal growth. The moment you believe you've learned enough is the moment your progress begins to slow. The most successful people remain students for life. They stay curious, they ask better questions, they read, reflect, and continue improving long after they've achieved success. That's because they understand a simple truth. The greatest investment you'll ever make isn't in the stock market, real estate, or business. It's in the person you become. At the end of the day, your empire isn't measured only by money, titles, or achievements. It's measured by your character, your discipline, your resilience, your ability to remain calm when life becomes uncertain, your willingness to keep building when nobody else can yet see the vision. Remember, every great empire was once nothing more than an idea. Every extraordinary life was once built through ordinary habits repeated consistently over time. So start laying your bricks today. Protect your attention. Honor your promises. Choose growth over comfort. Think beyond today. And never stop building the person your future requires, because the strongest empire you'll ever create isn't the one the world sees, it's the one you build within yourself. Once that foundation becomes unshakable, success is no longer a matter of if, it's only a matter of when. And whenever doubt begins to creep back into your mind, and it will, remember that doubt isn't your enemy. It's simply a sign that you're stepping into unfamiliar territory. Every meaningful dream will challenge your confidence before it rewards your effort. Don't mistake that discomfort for a reason to turn back. Instead, let it remind you that you're growing. Imagine a sculptor standing before a block of stone. To everyone else, it's just a rock. But the sculptor already sees the masterpiece hidden inside. Every strike of the chisel removes what doesn't belong until the final shape begins to appear. Your life works the same way. Every challenge removes a little more fear. Every failure chips away at your excuses. Every lesson strengthens your character. Slowly, the person you're meant to become starts revealing themselves. The process isn't always exciting. Most days, it feels ordinary. You'll wake up, do the work, solve problems, make mistakes, and repeat. But greatness has never been built through occasional moments of brilliance. It's built through ordinary days, repeated with extraordinary consistency. One day, you'll look back and realize that the habits which once felt small were actually transforming every part of your life. Your confidence wasn't created overnight. It grew every time you honored your commitments. Your resilience wasn't something you were born with. It was earned through every setback you refused to let define you. And your empire wasn't built by one lucky opportunity. It was built brick by brick, decision by decision, long before anyone else noticed the progress. So become the architect of your own future. Design your thoughts carefully. Protect your habits fiercely. Build your character relentlessly, because the strongest structures are never built in a hurry. They're built on foundations that can withstand every storm. When your inner foundation is solid, no amount of doubt, criticism, or temporary failure can stop you. And that's the moment your greatest creation won't just be your success. It will be the person you became while building it.